What's up, book nerds? Welcome to What the Smut Are You Talking About podcast. This is your weekly podcast where pretty much anything goes. Each week, I have a new or returning co-host, so be sure to stay tuned to see who I am chatting with this week. Welcome back to What the Smut Are You Talking About podcast. My name is Cortney, and this week we have the privilege of having Sloane St. James on to talk about her work. Hey, Sloane, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well, if my voice will cooperate. Oh, it's been
Same.
In and out all day.
No worries.
Well, anything new been going on since we last talked in the summer? What have you been up to?
So I had, in this summer, I was just, I think, when I saw you last in Nashville, I was finishing up Coach Sully. That one released in August. And so that was really, really exciting. And then now I just wrapped up Fight, which is the first book in a collab series for the Skyridge Hotshot, which is like hotshot firefighters. They do they're wildland firefighters. So it's anyone who you think of doing wildfire and all of that and prescribed burns. So yeah, so I've been working on that one. I just wrapped it up. It just went to the formatter yesterday, I think. So that was so exciting. And I'm really, really excited about this book. I love this one. I really struggled through Sully. That was a tough one for me. But this book I'm so excited about.
When I heard you were releasing a Hot Shot book, the scream I scrumped. I am obsessed with Hot Shots. And so because there's not nearly enough books about them. I've only found two that I've liked. And so when I saw that, I was like, yeah.
Oh my gosh, after this we have to exchange because I would love to read some more too. So yeah.
Okay, for sure. I have been binge watching on Netflix. Oh my god, I just lost the name of it.
I know what you're talking about. Can't think of it either though.
Oh my gosh, it's literally the easiest name. I've been binging it though, and I'm like,
I know what you're talking about.
I need a book. So,
I haven't started that one yet, but yeah. That's awesome.
Oh gosh, definitely check it out. It's so good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. That's great. Yeah, it was such a fun thing to learn about. So I went on Reddit and I actually met a wildland firefighter through Reddit. And then we became buddies and I was able to just ask him questions basically throughout the entire writing process, which was an enormous help because I really want it to be accurate. That's one of my I don't know, just things where I'm I have to make sure that I'm representing this in the way that's, an accurate way and to show that I've done my research and also that I can understand it because sometimes I feel I can't even write about it until I understand it. And holy smokes, this was such a learning curve. Learning about wildfire and how that it is such a big involved, I don't know, system, I guess is what I want to say. It's wild. It's so in depth and there's so many different layers. I mean, because, it's very it's government involved. And so there's all these different teams. It's wild. It was such a cool thing to learn about, but I'm so glad that I had him because otherwise there's no way. I think I probably would have given up, honestly. It's very confusing for me at least. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, I cannot wait. What date will that be releasing?
January 7th. Oh my gosh, it's less than a month away.
That's perfect because this episode is going to be airing January 7th too. So
perfect.
Yes, double whammy.
Happy release day.
Yes, happy release day to you because
that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Yes.
Yeah, I was why does the date sound so familiar? Yes.
I love that.
Yes, I can't wait though, because I've definitely hockey and mafia has been my main two stuff I've been reading these days, and I'm I need a break. Yeah. I need something different. So I can't wait.
I really think you're gonna like this one. So that's the thing. I like this book, but I mean, I should say I like all my books. I like them all. Just on a spectrum, you know, but this one I really, really like. So I hope you really like it too. This
Oh,
is like,
God.
this one and Stand and Defend were the two where I'm like, I love these books. So I'm hoping that that people like it as much as they like that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Stand and Defend, that is like the only hockey one I haven't done yet of yours, and I'm like
Really?
impatiently waiting.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, because I'm an audiobook worm, so I'm so busy these days. So I've been like ready for this audio to drop.
Yes, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, end of this month. It should be up there, and it's going to be really great. I'm very, very excited for it. I have J.F. Hardy and Chloe Ryan. I got so scared with this book that I, had like submitted for certain people and people weren't available. And then all of a sudden he had like a cancellation and I was able to like swoop in and get him. And I was so thankful because I'm like, I have to have, because it's Camden Teller. Like he's everybody's favorite, it seems like, and he's probably my favorite most days. I had to like, find someone who could do him justice and like make sure that was an accurate portrayal of that character. I could not let people down on that one. So when I got a chance to get J.F. Harding, I was so psyched. And Chloe Ryan is amazing. She did Birdie in the first one. She's fantastic. So I think I just know she's going to be phenomenal in this one too.
Yes. So, I follow like a bunch of like bookstagrammers, and they kept on talking about your work when it like first came out, and I'm like, I need to check this out. And then finally, like before we came, hit audio, and I'm like, yes. And I was just like mesmerized. Like the way I love that book. But
I'm so happy.
Honestly, right now, I think Daddy Barrett is my number one right now.
Yeah, he's definitely like, I think between, there's things that I like about all of them, and Barrett's definitely up there. Like he's just, I don't know. He's so great.
Yeah, that book, it was just so lovable. And the thing is, I don't typically like any type of like pregnancy trope books. Mm-hmm. But the way I devoured that book, I've
heard that from so many people. They're like, normally I hate Secret Baby, but this one I loved. And that always is like such a compliment that, you can let someone like still enjoy it, even if it's like not their, go-to trope. Because I have tropes like that too, where I'm like, I just don't. But when you find an author that can do it well, it's so fun.
Yes. And there's not many out there that can, because it's usually like just your traditional. So I love when there's like a different spin on it. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I try to do that as much as possible. So I think there's a little bit, totally different characters, totally different scenarios, all of that. But there's kind of that sort of vibe, I guess, I would say, with Fight too. So you'll probably like, I think you'll like Fight. But no, it's not I don't know how much I'm allowed to say.
Don't get in trouble.
I don't know. I'm just going to stop.
My last author review, I had to keep on telling her, I'm like, don't do it.
I'm horrible with that. It makes my PA so frustrated because I'm like, oh yeah, let's talk about it. Like, and she's like, no, you can't keep doing that. You have to stop. You have to like save something. Quit spoiling everything. But, oops.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Well, why don't you go ahead and tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
All right. I started writing in, I think, November 2022. I did it so I kind of had idea before we came, and it was a book that I wanted to read, but it didn't exist. And so I had to write it. And so that was kind of how I got going. And then there's this thing called NaNoWriMo. It is National November Writing Month. Something like that. Anyways. So the goal is, I think, to get out 50,000 words in a month. And I thought it was, you're supposed to write a book in a month. So I was like, I'm going to try to do it and see if I can. And so every single night when my son was asleep, I would sit in the chair in his room as he would go to bed, and I'd just be tapping away at my laptop. And then I remember getting done with that month and being like, oh, I didn't finish it. And I told my editor at the time, I was like, I didn't get it done. I didn't, do the NaNoWriMo. She was like, how many words did you do? And I was like, 63,000 or something. She was like, you did it. She's like, it was 50,000 was the goal. And I was like, oh, great. So that was super fun. And now looking back, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? That's kind of wild to do that much on like your first book. It's just sort of bananas. Because I hadn't ever written anything probably since like 8th grade. I don't know. Or maybe, I mean, I wrote like a couple papers in college, but they weren't creative writing. It was my way to jump into it, I guess, because I wanted to read this book, and I had like an idea for one, and I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just going to try it and see what happens. And I expected it to flop, and then it didn't, and people liked it, and I was like, holy crap. So then I just kept going with it. Which is sort of weird, like looking back, that I feel incredibly lucky and grateful for all of my readers that basically did this for me, because it was word of mouth. Like, that's the only way like my books got out. It was through Facebook groups and people looking for recommendations and talking about them. And that's literally, I couldn't have done it without my readers. Like, my readers they just completely have my heart. I love them so much.
I just love that book. Like, growing up, like, one of my favorite movies, and it was like kind of like a Hallmarkish type movie. It was called My Face on a Milk Carton. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I keep hearing that. I've never seen it.
Yes. So it's like that movie, but like make it hockey. And I was like, I gotta
watch it.
It's a good one. And so when I read this, my sister loved that movie too, and I called her up and I was like, listen, I know you don't really read hockey, but this is a good introduction because it's a little bit of both. So and she read it, and of course she loved it too. So
that's awesome. I'm so glad.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Thank you. I know, like, there's so many things looking back I probably would have written differently, but I'm like, I don't have any regrets. Like, it was what it was. And I knew someday, I'm like, if this were to ever take off and like, go really well, I know that someday I'll look back and be like, man, why did I waste like my best idea on my first book? Like before I was like a seasoned writer. But at the same time, I'm like, no one will pick up my second book if I don't have a good enough first, book. And so I knew that my writing probably wasn't going to be great yet because I was just starting out, but I thought, okay, I got to make the plot then good enough that people will maybe like be curious enough to pick it up and then like want to go to the next one. And so that was sort of my like whole strategy with it, I guess, was just like, I want people to still like it. And I just know that I won't be there skill wise because I was like, brand new, but yeah, I was really, really grateful that people loved it. And I love the idea of the story. I would love to write more, on that end of things, like sort of that true crimey, like having more of that in there. Like, I would love to eventually make my way over to that side, but yeah.
Well, I'm here for it.
Yay. Great.
Yes. I love it all.
That's awesome.
Yeah, super excited about this firefighter one though. So how did that like come to be? Like, did you just call up some friends like, hey, do you want to collab on this? Like, how
it wasn't. It wasn't even it kind of was my idea, but Danielle Baker, so she reached out to me. We had kind of like chatted and got to know each other a little bit in April of 2023 when I had my first, was it? No, 2020. I don't know what year it is anymore. Anyways, at a signing in Michigan, and we were, like chatting a bunch. And then, I don't know, like a couple months later, she messaged me and she was like, hey, I would love to do a collab series. Is that something like you would ever be interested in and want to do? And I was like, sure. Like, what did you have in mind? And she was like, well, I'm not really sure yet. And so I kind of pitched this idea, not to like go on too much of like a tangent, but again, prior to like writing, I was trying to get into like the cover scene for like making covers for other indie authors. And I would make like these different like pre-made covers. And one of them was like a hotshot series because I wanted to read about it and thought maybe I can attract an author who's writing one or will write one, and then I can read it, and that would be awesome. And so I always sort of like had that like in the back of my mind of like, oh, that would be such a fun thing to do. So I sort of like pitched it to her like, oh, there's these like, you know, these wildland firefighters. And I always thought it'd be really cool to do like a hotshot series. And she was like, yeah, let's do it. So that was awesome. And then she kind of asked if there's anyone else I could think of. And I brought up, Paisley Hope, because I thought they both kind of write small town. And I thought maybe, you know, that would be like a good little, I don't know, mesh of the same sort of writing styles. I don't know if I would consider the stuff I've done small town, but Fight was. So that was, I feel like, my first small town in a way. They went for it, and yeah, and the rest was like history. So I was really, really excited that they decided, yeah, let's do this, because I wasn't quite sure, you know, what their ideas were for it. I think originally Danielle was inspired by the Mom-Coms and like how they, you know, had that like, you know, collab series and how cool that was. And so she was like, I would love to do something like that. And so, yeah, we kind of just needed to come up with a theme essentially, and came to be Hotshots.
So you're going to have spinoffs, because like Brittany and Jenny, they're like, they're crazy. That's all I can say. Like, I know. I love their world. So
yes, totally. So there's, I'll say kind of.
Don't say it if you can't.
No, I've talked about this before. I don't know if I'm not going to like bring it up, but if people have listened to like other things that I've talked about before, it's an idea that I've had for a while. And so something in this book is going to be the start of a new series, but it doesn't tie back to the characters. There's not any characters that will, I don't think, reappear, which also makes me kind of sad, because normally like I keep, you know, my world where everybody's sort of going into it. But this one will be, once this book is done, it's kind of done, but there's an aspect of this book that will launch a new series. And once you read it, you'll probably be able to guess what it is. So I had to be kind of vague in the book a little bit, because I didn't want to pigeonhole myself too much and end up, you know, getting stuck, because I did that a little bit with Sully. I got myself stuck, and I'm like, okay, don't do that again. So yeah, I feel like there's something that's in Fight that people are going to be like, I want to know more about that. And that is going to kind of lead into a little bit more of like that true crime space. So that will be coming, not right away. I've got a couple other things I need to do. I want to write a tattoo shop series, and that one will include, you'll notice in like the next Stand and Defend when you listen to it, there's a stepbrother in there. And so he gets a book. And so it's going to be kind of like, that's sort of going to be like a spin-off, just a small spin-off series for that. And then, yeah. And then I think the next one, we'll see where I'm at. I kind of just do whatever characters are loudest in my head, they're the ones that get the book. So that's kind of how I'm going to roll with it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I can't wait. Oh, and like all 3 books, they're coming like pretty like close back to back.
Yeah, we're doing a rapid release. Yeah, so it's going to be the 7th, the 9th, and then the 11th. So, yeah,
oh wow, didn't realize it was that close. Oh,
yeah,
man, that's
close.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Will they be coming to audio? I do Kindle every.
They will be coming to audio. Probably not till next spring though. But okay. I don't have any dates yet, but they will be coming to audio.
Yeah. Okay. I might not be patient enough, so I might have to dust out the Kindle. But
go for it.
Definitely. My reading days, like, because I work full time, I podcast on the side. I have my hands all hustle. Into different spaces. And then I have my kids. So by the time I like actually lay down to like read, I half the time fall asleep. So
I totally get that. Yep. Totally get that.
With my day job, I'm in spreadsheets all day, so I just pop an earbud in and I'm able to like listen as I go. Definitely. So I get so much reading done that way. That's awesome.
However you can like consume a book, you're consuming a book. It doesn't matter. I totally get on board with that.
Well, before we get diving into your books, do you mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, go for it.
How many books do you currently have published?
5 books currently. Yeah, I have the Lake series, which is Before We Came, Strong and Wild, In the Game, and then Stand and Defend, and then I have Coach Sully. I don't know when I'm going to get back to that one. Honestly, it might be a few years. Anyone who's like the big sports girlies listening to this are going to be like, what the F? Sorry. I gotta get some other stuff like out of my brain. I know. I kind of needed like a little bit of a break from hockey. I think I overdid it just a skosh, and I'm like, I need something new. So yeah. Fight was a great like little break of sports.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued about this like tattoo thing, because usually when you get like tattoo shops, usually motorcycles are involved in some ways. So.
I know. I haven't. There's so many. Like I think. I don't know. I keep going back and forth, honestly, on plots on a couple of these. One I for sure got down, and that one's like the one I for sure have down is not the one that's with Camden's stepbrother, but it is a character that was in the Lake series. So I won't say which one yet.
Okay.
So yeah. So there are going to be like some like, reintroduce people that get their books.
Well, I am definitely here for it.
I'm so glad.
So when it comes to building your characters, how do you build your character profiles? Does it just like come to you? Do you get inspo from elsewhere?
Yeah, it's just like a vibe. I know that sounds loose, but that's kind of how it goes. And then as I write, they kind of get like these layers added to them. So for example, with Fight, that was this character I had created. And as I was talking to this wildland firefighter, that his sort of personality bled into this character that I was writing a lot. And in some ways it was, I'm not going to say like too much, because that's just like who he is, which is fine. But like beta readers were like, this guy's way too big of an asshole. Like they were like, he's too mean. And so I was like, okay. So like, I will write the characters, but then there are times where they need just a little cleaning up and like, I don't know, just like some touch-ups and maybe lightening things up a little bit. Because yeah, sometimes they are, I'm not saying this guy is he's kind of an asshole, but like in the best way. He's a very like lovable asshole. But yeah, it's kind of like that. So I'll start with that character, and then they kind of get fine-tuned after beta readers go through it. Letting me know like what they like and what they don't like. And that goes for all characters. In the very beginning when I wrote Birdie and Before We Came, they like my two beta readers just loathed her. They were like, she is so whiny. She is so annoying, like couldn't stand her. So she got like a bit of like an overhaul. And then she just became like a lot stronger, which I was so happy for. Because I didn't see it that way. Like when you write, you're too close to it a lot of times. And so you don't notice when you have like an issue like that. That's why beta readers are absolutely critical to, I think, for any book, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's things like that where they kind of just get fine-tuned and yeah, a little bit perfected as I go. But they're coming up with them as just they sort of pop up, I guess, in your head. And it just sort of got like their personalities. And then as you write, it just sort of comes out in the words without necessarily realizing it. I like more stronger FMCs.
Do you have a favorite trope or tropes to write about?
I really love writing forced proximity. I think it's, I like reading it too, because whenever I'm reading a book, and this is me, because I don't know if it's my ADHD or what, but when I'm reading a book and they have parts in there where, one of the characters doing something like at work or somewhere else, and like it's part of the story, but you get so excited and like waiting for the time for like those two characters to like meet and then have like those interactions. And so when you're at forced proximity, it just happens so much more because they're always there.
Right.
So I love that because it's just, I get more time to write the characters together. And that's like, obviously, my favorite part. But yeah, so I am trying to get better about not writing such forced proximity, even though I literally just wrote like a one bed book. So that didn't totally work out at all, but I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. I tried to do it with Sully and that was a struggle for me. I'm like, I just need them to like be in the same place more. They work together. It should be enough, but it wasn't for me. So that's probably my favorite.
No complaints here.
Okay, good. And yeah, if I can get like a good suspense aspect, or like if my brain can come up with a good plot that has like a twist or something like that, I get so pumped. I get really, really excited about that. So yeah, I would love to do more of those.
Yeah. I love, give me all the suspense.
That's how I feel too.
So, would you think forced proximity is your favorite trope to read about, or do you have any others?
Oh, I go through such phases, honestly. And I'm a mood reader, big time.
Same.
Like, I wish I wasn't, but oh, man, I have to like be in the mood for it. And so, yeah, I like a second chance. I know that's like not always a really popular one, but I really like a second chance one because I love any opportunity for there to be groveling. I freaking love groveling. It's just like, oh, I love it. So there's usually some of that in like a second chance. So yeah, I like that one. And yeah, I like forced proximity too, I think. But then I'll go through like other things where like I was really into like Omegaverse for like a while this past year. And read like a ton of Bear Shifter books that I found so comforting. Like I did not know that was going to be something that was like my jam, but oh my God, it is so my jam.
I have yet to read a Bear Shifter one, but like, cause I'm a sucker for a good like wolf shifter. So I need to check some out. So definitely give me some recs on
I will
that.
send you. Yeah. So there's one, it's a series and I can't think of the series name right now, but it's like, I think the first one is like Daddy Biker Bear or something like that. Oh my God, I freaking ate that series up so fast. It was so good. I loved it. It was like exactly what my heart needed in that moment. I think there were four books and yeah, I just snarfed them down. They were great. Sometimes it's just like you need, like, I don't think I'll ever write a shifter. I just don't think like it's in me to do that. But I love the comfort of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's just like something that's like those.
Can go.
Yeah. And it always has like that very strong like protector vibe because sometimes I just don't. I think in my real life, I'm also, headstrong and trying to like, accomplish a lot of things, but sometimes I just don't want to. I want someone else to do it. And so it's really nice to read about it and just like, sort of live vicariously through these FMCs that have to be taken. Like, I hate to say that, but that, yeah, I like it. Yeah.
As an independent woman, I feel that.
I know it's such a it's so conflicting. It's so conflicting. I hate it because the feminist part of me is like, absolutely not. And then, but I'm like, yeah, but it's kind of nice. Like it's like,
how nice would it be not to worry about anything?
I know. That's how nice would that be?
That's where it goes for me.
Yeah,
I would have so much less anxiety to deal with.
Oh my God. Just let someone else do it. That's, I think, probably why like Barrett became like the way he was. Because I'm like, I want him to just do everything. Like, I want him to just want to like take care of everything and fix everything and just like be on top of it and just, try to take out as much stress as he can out of, Raleigh's life. Because it's like single moms, man. That's just, single moms are so fucking impressive.
I feel that. Yeah, my sister, just watching her, because she separated from her husband when my oldest niece was, I think, 2. And so she was like very young, and just watching her like do both roles, and it's a struggle. I have so much respect for single moms.
Same. Yeah, absolutely.
Where's your favorite place to write at?
So it's my bed, but I am currently, so for years now, my bookshelf has been a cardboard box. And that is where all of my books stay. And I haven't had like a bookshelf. So my husband has built me built-ins, like bookshelves that you can see behind me. We're still getting the doors put on over there. But this is going to be my next book will be written in this room. And I am so excited that I have like a designated writing spot. Otherwise, pretty much every single book has been written either in that chair in my son's room or in my bed. And most of them are in my bed. So it's I think it's like the only place I can really like shut the doors and sort of like have that quiet time. But now having this office, I'm going to have that. And I am so excited. I got a chair that's going to be delivered at some point this month or next month. And yeah, I'm really hoping I can just crank out some books in here. I'm finding myself like nesting in here and coming in this room way more. So yeah, I think it'll be here.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
That's so
So
exciting.
very, very exciting. It is. I always look at other people's bookshelves and I'm like, I want bookshelves. And now I have bookshelves.
I feel this because, you know, I had like crazy amounts of bookshelves in our living room. And then once I started having kids, like they kept on like wanting to mess with them. I'm like, So
yeah,
my books are currently in cardboard boxes. So I'm hoping to put up at least one bookshelf in our bedroom.
Nice.
Hopefully starting in January.
Nice.
So
that's exciting.
Unbox some of them.
Yeah. It's like, I haven't honestly been getting so many books just because it's like, I don't have a place to put them. So I haven't really bought a lot of paperbacks, but now that I have room, the ones that I have accumulated that are like, you know, either my favorites or ones that like, whenever I go to a signing, I'll ask other authors if they want to trade books. I'm like, I'll give you my book if you give me your book. And so we do that a little bit. So I have a bunch of those. So it's kind of like, it's all of the like books of other authors that I've met or just like some of my favorite books. And yeah, so I've kind of like finally have like a place for them. And yeah, it's been great.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
How do you like to spend your free time?
I don't really have free time.
I feel this deep in my soul.
Like I'm like, that was like the first thing when I saw that question. I was like, oh, I don't have free time. I work a lot. Like, yeah, like I write as much as I can, and then I guess I have a family of 2 kids and a husband, and so it's them or it's writing, and then it's usually them and then back to writing like late at night too. I'm trying to learn how to, as my therapist says, deprioritize productivity. But then I actually canceled my therapy appointments because I didn't have enough time because I needed to work. Which is not good.
You sound just like me though.
Yep. Okay. So you get it. Like it's, that's so bad. But yeah, that's right.
Like
so I need to do a better job of that.
I need to go back to my doctor so I can get back on medication. And I'm like, when can I have time? But then also complain about feeling lousy all the time. So I get it.
I know. Isn't that was like the other day. I was like, my hair is falling out and I just feel like, you know, garbage all the time. And my husband's like, he's like, did you go outside? And I'm like, no. And, you know, he kind of like goes through the list, like, have you been drinking water? I'm like, no. Like, no, I haven't been doing anything to take care of myself. I don't know why I feel so bad. Like, it's so obvious, you know? But yeah, like, I have to get better. The other day we had like a dinner reservation. We actually got to go out, which like never happens ever. We got to go out, and so we stopped at like this brewery first and had a beer, and I left my purse at the brewery, and then we had like a, you know, reservation like across the street. So I ran across the street just to grab my bag and went back. I was winded for so long. It took me so long to like just to regulate myself again. I'm like, okay, we have to like start getting outside and moving and doing something, but I just don't. I will literally just hyper focus in on stuff and do it forever. Like, I'm a workaholic. I'm trying to get better about it. I gotta get better about it. But I think it's hard when you like what you do, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's a certain amount of enjoyment in it that it's like, yeah, but I want to do it too. There's definitely things that, you know, are the fun suckers of this job. But for the most part, I like it. So, yeah.
Yeah. My husband has to check me pretty much daily and be like, okay, are you going to have like quality time? I'm like, yes, I promise. I just need to do this.
I promise. Yep. Yeah. Yep, I have said that word for word before. Yeah, my husband will come in and check on me. He's like, have you eaten yet today? I'm like, oh, shoot. Like, I gotta do that. Yeah, I gotta get better. I gotta get better about taking care of myself.
Yeah.
Next year, I'm gonna do it, and I mean it this time. I am taking like
that's
some
your resolution
steps.
Right there.
I know, it is. It really is. I actually canceled I didn't schedule any editing dates because usually you have to schedule ahead of time, sometimes like a year in advance. And I did not schedule any for 2025. So I'm like, I am not giving myself deadlines this year. I want to see what happens when I don't have a deadline to work towards. If it's easier for me or if it's harder for me, I have no clue. It could go either way. But I'm hoping that that'll help me from having like these super late nights. Cause I think I've been up till like 1 or 2 almost every single night this week, or this past week, which is probably why I'm sick now. But it's just like, I just gotta get better about it. And if it takes me longer to do things, then it takes me longer. Like it might take me longer to write books. I might not get them out as fast, but I'll be in a better like place, mentally and physically. And I think that's more important, like I got to take care of myself, and that way I can like be more present for my family and things like that. But yeah.
And then it'll also open you up creativity too. So
that's that's the other thing. Yeah. I told that to my husband. I'm like, I would love to, cause that's honestly, I said, I think it's taking me so long on some of these books because I feel like I'm fighting such a battle, because I don't have like that creativity the way I did previously. And I'm like, I gotta just like get outside or start exercising or something so I can start getting that like creativity churning again. And I might write faster, who knows? Like, but I gotta make some changes for sure. So that's definitely one of them. So I'm hoping
good for you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know if I haven't started it yet, so let's not get too excited, but I'm gonna try.
I love it. Well, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about your book?
So usually I will say for the Lake series, that's my hockey series. Whenever like I'm at a signing, if I meet someone who hasn't read my books before, I usually tell them they're hockey books, but the plots are usually not based around hockey. Because I don't know, I tend to do that where I'm like, I want to write about something and usually it'll be like an occupation. And then I'm like, but I want this to, like, my plots are kind of unique to whatever the theme of that book is, in this case, hockey. So if you aren't crazy into hockey, it's probably a good option for you to read like the Lake series, or if like you wanted to like dip your toe into it. Because yeah, it sort of gives it, they have their separate plots outside of hockey, and I just have more fun with that. But yeah, my first one is, I guess I would say, is, I never really know how to figure out the tropes for book one, but Before We Came is kind of, I would say like a little bit of suspensey, kind of like a brother's best friend, childhood friends to lovers, forced proximity situation. Book two, which is Strong and Wild, that one is a enemies to lovers, and I'm trying to think of anything else I should call it. I mean, that one also has a little bit of forced proximity. It's like neighbors, and then doesn't it have
a little secret identity in a way?
It does, yeah. Yeah, yes, thank you. Yeah, it has like secret identity or like 2-person love triangle or something like that. Is that qualified as a 2-person love triangle? I think it might. I don't know. But yeah, secret identity. That one's definitely in that one. And then in the game is Secret Baby, and then it's got that one kind of surprise pregnancy, I guess, ish. But mostly Secret Baby. It's like it's like a 5-year-old, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I would think of it as more of like single mom type thing, just because.
Do you? Okay. Yeah. It's like, yeah, single mom, like with a twist. But I try to like fast track you through the miscommunication part of that because nobody likes that. Even though that's a major trope of my next book. But I mean, not like major, but kind of major. It's a main one. And then Stand and Defend is like an ex's best friend, I guess I would say. It's like a runaway bride, but she goes with the best man instead of her really like piece of shit fiance. So yeah, so that's book 4. And that one also has a little bit of suspensiness in it. It's kind of like a good villain era FMC too. So she, she's great. I really like Jordan. That's that character. So yeah, that's those. And then I have Coach Sully. That one is a surprise pregnancy and workplace romance, I guess I would say. It's Coach Sully is he was the former captain of the Lakes series, or the Lakes hockey team in that, previous series. And then it's sort of like his spinoff. So he's retired, and they kind of have him going on like one of those reality dating shows. And then he, instead of falling for one of the girls that they've been like setting him up with, he falls for the producer. So that's that book. And then I've got Fight, which is a forced proximity for sure. It's like a one bed. And then there is a little bit of a miscommunication trope, but I think it's justified. Personally, I think it's justified. Okay. And then, and it's got a little bit of like enemies to lovers in it. And yeah, should I say forced proximity? Oh, and then kind of like this us versus nature sort of aspect. It's like a little survival-y. So yeah, if you were like one of those people who liked like Hatchet as a kid, you'll probably like it. It's not that survival-y, but it's like, yeah, like I loved Hatchet growing up. Oh my gosh, that was just one of the greatest books. So yeah, and someday I would like to do another one that is more like Hatchet, but smut. Like, I would love to do it. It's a tricky one to figure out just hygiene wise. Like, that was definitely like an issue in it that I had to sort of take some liberties. And the wildland firefighter I was talking with, he's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And I'm like, dude, I gotta do it. Like, this is still like a smut book at the end of the day. People are expecting this. You're gonna have to just like let me have this. So yeah, because he's just like, absolutely not. I'm like, well, I gotta do it.
I read your post. I think it was this morning. About his comments, and I was rolling. I was like,
oh my god,
just to be a fly on the wall during this conversation.
Oh my gosh, some of the things that like he's just like, you get so frustrated with me, rightfully, I will say. But yeah, that's where like he was so crucial to this book, because it was such a confusing, like, organized system of like, getting these fires put out, and just the whole Forest Service in general, how that operates is just so much more involved than I ever would have thought. So yeah, there was a lot of like, what tool is he carrying? And I'm like purposely trying to be vague because I don't necessarily know. And he's like, is it this or this? And I'm like, God damn it. Like he like called me on everything. Like he did not let me get by with anything except for the things that I insisted in the other chapters. And I actually like texted him last night, and I was like, dude, I am half tempted to send you the spice scenes, because he only ever read like fire chapters. I only sent him those because it was just like too weird for me to send him the spice chapter. But I'm like, how funny would it be if he could like make beta comments on like the spice chapters and then create like a post of those ones, because I think that would be just hilarious. But I didn't really know how to. I know, like I was like, I don't know how to like explain it, because like the book's done, but at the same time, I just think that those comments would be hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I will say there is one scene in Fight that was inspired by this dude, a spice scene, on something that he had done, and I'll let people just try to decide what they think it is. But it's in there, and it's awesome, and that's where it came from, was this guy. So yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, amazing. Oh, my goodness.
Yo.
So it's time to play a little game. Today we're going to do Would You Rather,
Sounds
bookish
good.
edition. All right.
Okay.
So would you rather read a book or watch a movie?
Read a book.
Back and forth on this one.
Like,
I think
I get that.
I think it's just because I read so much. Here lately, I've been like, when I go to bed, I was like, okay, I want to watch something right now. I'm very big into docuseries right now, so
nice. No, I've been I honestly don't think I've read a book in over a month at this point. Just because I've been so like heads down with this one. So at night, I've just been like putting on like Schitt's Creek or something like that, just to have like a something, because I haven't, but I'm dying. I have so many books. I have a bunch of Victoria Wilders that I want to get into, because I absolutely love her. So I'm going to try to do that as soon as, like, now that this book is done. I think this weekend, maybe today, I'll start those.
Fun. I talked to Victoria last weekend, so I'm
Isn't
like
she great?
so ready.
I love her.
I love her. She is like the sweetest person.
She's so cool.
Yeah. So we were talking, and so Bourbon Alliance will be hitting audio hopefully like early 2025. So I'm impatiently waiting because like all my friends are reading it right now in preparation for book 2, and I'm like, shh, don't tell me.
When we were actually in Nashville, so I like hadn't met Victoria Wilder until Nashville when I had met you. And there was like one night where I had like some of like my book girlies like in my hotel room, and we were just like laughing and whatever. And there was like a knock at the door, and I was like, oh my God, we're being too loud. Like we're about to get in trouble. And like, it was Victoria Wilder. And I was like, oh my God, Victoria Wilder's coming into my hotel room. I got like, so like starstruck by her. And then like getting to know her, she was just like the absolute coolest person. And so we ended up sharing a cover artist. I had like followed Whiskey Ginger for a while because I follow like certain artists, or graphic designers just because I love graphic design personally. And then I saw one day Victoria Wilder had tagged Whiskey Ginger in a post, and I was like, oh my God, is Whiskey Ginger doing covers now? So I quick like reached out. And so I was able to use her for Fight, which was amazing. She did a phenomenal job. If you like her work, follow her on Instagram. I think her thing is Whiskey Ginger Goods. But this past like a month ago, we got invited out to kind of hang out with Lonnie of Whiskey Ginger. And so Victoria and Lonnie and I got to hang out in like Cape Cod together for like just the best like girls weekend ever. It was the most fun, like therapeutic thing I think that all of us needed at that moment. And we just like sort of just hung out and laid low, and oh my God, it was so fun. It was just the best. And I got to know Victoria, a lot better even then. And we just had like the best conversations about writing. And I think the world of her. I have such a crush on Victoria. I just love her. If you can't tell, I'm just like gushing about her, but I do. I just think she's so smart, and she has such great ideas, and she's incredibly kind. Like she's so awesome. I love her.
Too. I love the fact that she just like crashes like your little party in your room.
Oh my God. That was the best. That was the absolute best. She has such like a good energy that like you just like want to be around. Like that's so I think I found her like a couple other times that weekend just to sort of like say hey and hang out a little bit. But yeah, she is like she's becoming just one of my favorite people ever.
Yeah, I get to see her in June. She's gonna be in Knoxville. For
nice.
a meet and greet cute. So I got a table there.
Oh, very cool.
So
nice.
I'm super excited.
Oh, that's exciting.
Hang out with her again. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, absolutely do. She's great. And Lonnie, by the way, of like Whiskey Ginger she is like just the sweetest person in the entire world too. Like it's just I've met so many cool people, I feel like through this job. It's absolutely wild. There's so many cool people in the book community.
Oh, of course, yes. I didn't realize how like big the book community was because like I've been a reader all my life, and I didn't even know Bookstagram was a thing until like I started this podcast, and I didn't
really
even, like,
oh my
God for this podcast. It just kind of like happened.
I love that.
Yeah, so then it just kind of like blew up from there, and I came home one day. I was like, told my husband, I was like, so I'm doing a podcast. He's like, wait, what?
Oh my God, that's so cool. That is literally what I did with my first book. I was like, I think I'm going to write a book. And he was like, okay. That was like it. Like sometimes you just gotta like, you just feel something. You just gotta do it. I love that. That's how this podcast started. That's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And here we are. Are you more of a paperback or a hardback person?
Oh.
I totally forgot we were playing a game, by the way.
I know, sorry. I'm like the queen of going off on a tangent.
Same.
I think like I love like a hardback. Like if I had to buy one, I would probably buy a hardback. But if I'm going to take one somewhere to read, I'm going to get it'll be a paperback. It'll probably get dinged up. I should take better care of my books. But I want to read, like, if I'm going to take one with me, I'm probably going to read it.
Yeah, I haven't held, like, a physical book in so long. It's like, I'm scared to see what my books look like sitting there in a box.
Oh, man. Like, I'm a Kindle, like, overall, like, I'm a Kindle person. Like, I will, if I'm going to read something, it's going to be on my Kindle. But yeah, between the two of them, I guess a hardcover. I like a hardcover. They're just fun to run your hands over the top of.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I saw the most beautiful hardback the other day at Barnes & Noble.
Oh, really?
Bridgerton, the Bridgerton series. Like, they put, like, 2 books in one, and it was just, like, so gorgeous. It was very bright, I didn't. I talked myself out of it, only because my friend that was with me told me that they were cheaper at Target, so I was like, okay.
Nice. Good to know. You need someone who can tell you that.
Yes.
That's awesome.
I love going to Barnes & Noble, but the books are just so freaking expensive there.
I love just strolling through the aisles. For sure.
Yeah. Are you Kindle or audio?
Kindle, I think. Yeah. I think just because I'm faster. I mean, it's hard to say.
Yeah. I pay for Kindle Unlimited just so I could get that, like, little discount with Audible to get the audio version.
That's smart.
But
that's smart.
I do love my Kindle.
Yeah. Usually, because, like, I'm usually writing something, so it's like I'm one of those people that can't listen and then do any other task and then be able to, like, do both. Like, I can't do it. I wish I could. But yeah, otherwise, but I do love audiobooks. I don't have an Audible subscription, which feels wrong. For some reason, like, I feel like as an author, that's something I should have. But yeah, I think in the past, like, if I ever did audio, it was, I don't know. I just didn't do it that often. I haven't, like, always had the opportunity, but I'm a quick reader. I mean, you can listen to audiobooks fast too, but I think I just plow through books so much faster that it was cheaper just to read them.
Well, what's up next for you?
Getting this book out, Fight, and it's out today. It's, like, for anyone who's going to listen to it. But yeah, that one is my next one. And then after that, I'm kind of working through some different plots right now, and I hope to start a new one. I got to start writing again because I've been mostly editing now for weeks, on end. But I think I'm excited to just start a new project, and I think it'll be the tattoo shop series. I think. I never know though. But yeah, that one's gonna be my next one. I'm probably gonna try to, I think, get ahead a little bit. There's authors that are, like, so many books ahead that they've already got, like, these books in their queue ready to go. I think I'm gonna try to do that, and so it might be a little while before my next one because I'd like to get it totally done and then start another one before I release it. But yeah, I think it's gonna be the tattoo shop. So anyone who's looking for the Logan and Kelly's book, they were introduced already. So I think it's kind of, when you listen to Stand and Defend, you'll be like, oh yeah, I can tell those guys are getting it. You know how you can, like, pick that up when certain characters are going to be coming back. It didn't expect it. Like, I did not know that he even had a stepbrother until I started, like, writing that book. And then it was like, I need to give these characters a book. I just needed them to have a story. So yeah. So I think that'll be the next one. And if not, it'll probably be something in that series. I can't commit.
What about any events? Are you going to be anywhere in 2025?
Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to be in Arizona. I have Readers in the Valley in Arizona. I'm going to be there January 18th through the 19th. And then we've got Sports Romance Con in Minneapolis, in my own home state, which I've never done a signing in my own state before. So I am so excited for this. I think it's going to be I think it's the first one, but they have done such an amazing job organizing so far. Like, I am incredibly impressed with, like, their communication and all the different, things that they're offering. So I'm really, really excited. That one is February 28th through March 2nd. And I think they even have, like, a a hockey game possibly set up where you can go with like a bunch of authors to like go to a hockey game, which would be so fun. Then
for sure.
June, wouldn't it? Yeah. June 20th through the 22nd, I will be in Ontario, in Windsor, Ontario, for Rose City Romance. So yeah, that's June 20th through the 22nd. Then in September, I'm going to be on an Alaskan cruise, the Books and Booze cruise. So that one is September 17th. Yeah, that's gonna be it's my first cruise. I've never been on a cruise before, and I've always wanted to go to Alaska.
Gosh.
So yeah.
How fun.
I'm really, really excited.
I've done cruises, but I want to do, I want to do an Alaskan cruise so freaking bad. My friend did it for her, like, honeymoon, and she's like, it was amazing.
Nice. It's like everyone who's ever done one, I feel like always says like, oh my God, it's so worth it. And so when this like opportunity came up, actually Brittany Nicole, I like had, again, like in Nashville, was like, oh, you should do this one. And I was like, okay. And so I like jumped on real quick and I was like, do you have any spaces left? And she was like, yeah, here you go. So that was amazing. And then I have so many next year. Wrapping up though, the last one that I've got next year is in October. I will be at Love in Vegas, October 17th to 18th. So yeah, that should be a good time. I think they've got like some like themed nights. I've never been to Love in Vegas. I know it's like, that's my first big one that I've done. So I'm very excited and looking forward to it.
Oh yeah. So, I saw all the pictures from this past year and I was like, oh, I want to do that one so bad, but
it looks so good. Yeah, I'm nervous because it's big, but
I have like a packed calendar for 2025 between like just book stuff and regular stuff going on. So it's like, okay, I need to chill for 2025 and then I can start doing cool stuff in 2026.
Yeah. I had one other one that I think I had planned that I think I'm going to have to pull out of. None of them that I mentioned though. Those I'll be at all of those ones, but yeah, five is a lot. I did 4 last year and 4 was a lot. So I don't know, but there was just certain ones. It's like the cruise one, like I got to do it. And then Vegas one, I got to do that one too. Cause I've never been to Vegas either. So I'm excited. It's a great way for me to actually like see and travel a little bit. Cause I love to travel. Yeah. But I just haven't done it a lot. So this is kind of been a really good opportunity for that.
Well, amazing. So, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
You'll have to touch base on how the cruise went. Cause I'll be living vicariously through you.
Sounds good. Yeah, I hope it goes well.
Well, before we go, please tell my listeners where they can find you at.
Yes, you can find me on TikTok. It's at Sloane St. James and at Sloane St. James on Instagram. And you can join my Facebook reader group, which is Sloane's Good Girl Book Club. I'm on Threads too, but I always forget I'm on Threads.
Same.
So yeah.
I only pop over there when someone tells me there's like something going on.
When there's drama going on. Oh yeah. When there's drama, I am all about Threads. Like let me I'll look at all of it. But that's pretty much the only time I've been active, like digging through stuff. Because it's just it's a fun show. But yeah. So mostly Instagram and TikTok. I'm trying to get better about getting through my DMs. I know like they fill up and I'm so sorry if I don't get back to anybody. I'm trying. I'm working really hard to do it. I get busy though. Like this last book was so fast. I just had to like almost abandon everything else that happened in my life to just heads down and finish it. But yeah.
We get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Well, as always, you can find me hanging out over on Instagram at What the Smut Podcast. If you're interested in being a part of this podcast, please fill out the contact form on my website. Visit www.whatthesmutpodcast.com. I am taking a waiting list as we are fully booked through 2025. If you enjoyed this episode, please go give us a rate and review. A 5-star rating goes a very long way for us podcasts. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you next week.